Hi there, I'm Anushka, mum to my 15-month-old son, and today I just wanted to talk about two of the books that I've been reading to him. I Face the Wind and Rain. I I found this book, I Face the Wind, and my son's been really curious about the wind, and I've been talking about, thunder and lightning going boom, and the wind going whoosh, whoosh. And when we see trees and leaves blowing, I say, oh, that's the wind. We can't see it, but the wind comes and it goes whoosh, whoosh. And so he's really curious about this force that's pushing things. He is a bit of a force of nature himself. And so when I saw this book about the wind, I thought I have to get this to explain different things that the wind moves and pushes along. This one is by Vicky Cobb, illustrated by Julia Gorton. And it has things like, the wind blowing a kite, the wind blowing clothes on a clothesline, the wind blowing someone's hair. And it has a kind of science experiments and things in here as well, that if you have older kids, like tape the inflated balloon or bag onto a hanger. What happens when you hang it on the pencil? And, blowing up a balloon, what happens with the wind? And then we have like different experiments. How can you make air molecules move? Wave this book. The book pushes against the air molecules and starts moving them. So some things for more advanced children, obviously, but I've just been looking at the illustrations and kind of talking through it with my child and explaining what the wind does and moving things with its force. And as he gets older, I think it's a scaffolding conversation we can build on when you talk about like flags flying and things like that, and how the wind can be trapped as an energy source and be used, to replace some of the other energy sources we currently have, like, with wind farms and things. This was a book that I saw, and since I was reading this book to him about the wind, I thought this would be a really cool one. It'd be about rain. This is by Anders Homer. But when I got it out, I was just amazed at the beautiful illustrations and haiku that he has in this book. So his haikus, apparently he's very amused by the combination of poetry and humor. And so they're very playful, very funny haikus that he has in this book, depicting different images and describing them. And I think he's the illustrator for this book as well, which is pretty amazing. Yes, he's a visual artist and architect. He wrote and illustrated this book, picture book Everything Happens, in 2017, and then he wrote this one. So look at these beautiful illustrations here. The horse dreams of oats while he is plowing the field. Crows carry off seeds. And it's got rain going through most of the images in this book, and that's what kind of ties them together. A newspaper falls but won't land until morning. Already old news. And there's the newspaper falling off this bridge. So some really beautiful images of people and the weather and rain. I'll read you the one with that kind of really appealed to me, which was about friends quarreling. This one's on rain. Rain drums, train clatters, the band joins the song, startling swallows from their home. Look at this, beautiful, beautiful. But the one that I really liked, I think it's towards the end, was about friends. Petals raining down, and friends forget their quarrel. Two gentle smiles grow. Isn't that beautiful? Look at the cherry blossoms. It's obviously set in Japan, and these little girls holding hands and walking, forgetting their quarrel as the petals rain down. Such a beautiful image, and really helps us appreciate nature and the joy that it brings, and how in the presence of beauty we can put aside our differences and really focus on the world around us and what brings us together. So these are some beautiful books I've been reading to my little one, Rain, and I Face the Wind. I hope you enjoy them. Please let me know what you think.